Okay, thank you for joining me. This is day 2 of Own the Future 30 Days Land Banking Wisdom. I want to believe that every one of you watched the day one. If you've not watched the day one, I encourage you to go back to the video and watch the day one of the land banking wisdom, because I shared a lot of insight. So today is the day 2 of land banking wisdom, and today I will be treating on the history of land banking. No, land banking did not start now. Land banking did not start 2 years ago. It didn't start 5 years ago. It didn't start 10 years ago, not even 20 years ago. Land banking has been in existence for decades now. Land banking has been in existence. Our forefathers practiced land banking. They don't know that what they were doing then was land banking. So they practiced land banking. You will see them, they bought a lot of bush for farmland. Even they bought a lot of bush, but guess what? Those farmland that they bought years ago are what are towns right now, are what like cities. Ibejuleki was a farmland, was a bush then. More than 20 years ago, Ibejuleki was a bush, was a farmland for people. People owned those properties. Some villagers owned those properties before they started selling it out to people that are investors. Before they started selling it out to investors. Places like Douglas, where are people's village, all those places are bushes before. They're bush before. Places like Concord Hotel, those New, all those places are people's farmland. Those naked, they own those axes. Places like World Banks are bush before. Communities like Umuguma owns those axes. So all these things are what our forefathers practiced years ago, and now are towns. All these places are now towns. They are now cities. They are now where people are enjoying right now. So it has been in existence for decades. Land banking has been in existence from what? For decades. So today I want to share you another one. Let's go to the next one, which is development timeline. The development timeline, how development came in here. I want to share with you that development happens. There is a sequence. If you want to know a place, this is one of the secrets I'm sharing. You want to know a location that we going to what, that growth is coming in. There is a sequence about it. Yes, I've studied this thing. There's a sequence how development comes in an location. There is a sequence. If you see this thing, then strike, because development is hitting there. This is something that how it came in places like Ibejuleki. There was a sequence. The same sequence that happened in Ibejuleki is the same sequence that happened in different locations in Lagos, in Ajah, in Lekki, in so many places, even down to mainland. Those sequence, development follows sequence. Development follows sequence. And these are the things I'm going to be sharing to you. When you see those things, you know that yes, the development is coming to that location. Now let's take for instance, let me show you some things. The locations and the before price, the infrastructure, when infrastructure started coming in that location, and what brought the infrastructure and what is the current price right now. Let's go. We have Lekki Phase 1. Lekki Phase 1 as of Lekki Phase 1 was selling about 300k as of 2005. Lekki Phase 1 was selling for 300,000 as of 2005. Now see the sequence. Something started happening between the year of 2011 and 2023. Between the year of 2011 and 2023, something started happening. What happened? Government started building, some government and some private companies started building some stuff. It started with a toll gate, a toll plaza. Toll plaza came in that location, and you see the price started increasing. From there, another thing happened in that location. Dangote refinery came in that location. The price started increasing. Another thing happened. Seaports came in that location. Before you know, the price started increasing. Then it was a 2-lane in that Lekki Phase 1, but it increased to what? 6-lane. Yes, it increased to 6-lane. All these things is how development started coming in that location, and the price now to get a plot in that area, you should be holding nothing less than 250 million. So let me take you another one to Ibejuleki. Ibejuleki was selling as of 2006 thereabouts. As of 2006, Ibejuleki was selling for about 250,000. Yes, but between the year of 2014 and 2023, some things started happening in that location that brought development. Some things started happening. You see, Dangote refinery, some estate development companies started coming in that area. That was what caused about development in that location. And you see, to get a plot in that area, you need to hold about 100 million to about what, 250 million. Do you understand? So let me take 2 more again. Let's go down to Abuja, Gwarinpa in Abuja. Now, as of 2000, as of the year 2000, this place, as of the year 2000, this place was selling about 500,000. Yes, about 2000. It was selling about 500,000. Yeah, but it was selling about 500,000. Now, something started happening. Some things started coming in a little by little. Now, there is a company that came in, FHA, Federal Housing Authority. Housing started coming in that location, and they started developing that location. And you see, things started moving. The ring road too. They started building so many things. Government investments started coming in that location. That was what brought what development in that location. Yes, and currently, if you want to buy in that area, man, you need to hold like 250 to 300 million. Yes, I'm telling you, for a plot. And I think Abuja sells 500 square meter for a plot. Places like some places in Lagos State sells 500 square meters. Some sells 464 square meter. In Imo State sells 464 square meters. So then Lugbe in Abuja also, as of 2005, was selling about 600,000. Yeah, was selling about 600,000. Now, between the year of 2012 to 2016, the Airport Express Road, government started building the Airport Express Road. Yes, that was what brought development in that location. So before you know, some residential estate companies started coming to that location and started developing those places. These are the things that brought what development in that location. And if you want to buy in this area, you need to have about 150 to 200 million for you to get a plot in that location. Some places are selling even more than that. So these are the patterns how its development came in different locations. Now, why am I giving this history? Why this history matters? Now, history is a proof. Yes, just as so many things that happened in Nigeria years back. How did we know about it? How did you know about it? It was history. It was history that was documented. So history is a proof that such thing happened. So I want to tell you that this is how land banking existed in years past. So real estate development follows a pattern. So I'm going to show you the first thing you're going to see for you to cite that location is something that will grow in soonest time. So one of the things you're going to see is what there will be either government or private infrastructure that will be announced in that location. Either government or private infrastructure government or private will going to be announcing that, okay, this site, this community, they are proposing to build 1,000 this, 5,000 this, or they want to build a multipurpose hall, or they want to build a community school, or they want to build a hospital, or they want to build a cathedral, or they want to build something for those community. Cite those locations because development is coming there. When something like that happen, boom, you see how the price will just increase. Check most of the schools. Some of the schools in Imo State. Let's take for example, University of Agriculture Umagwo. When it was announced, then it was a bush. People don't like going to that location, Umagwo. People don't like buying there. But when it was announced that see what government wants to build, they are bringing University of Agriculture to that community, Umagwo. You see the price of that place, boom, increase. When government came to that location, what happened? Boom, they started building the school and completed it. A lot of investors started going to that location and they started building hostels. They bought a lot of properties in that side. They started building hostels. The same thing happened currently as a months ago. It happens at Ngokpala. When the news was announced that Evangelist Chukwuebuka Obi, one of our brothers in the Igbo tribe, is coming down to Imo State and is going to build a permanent site in his ministry. A lot of people, that was an announcement. He has not come home, but that was an announcement he made. And a lot of people started rushing down to Imo State, to Ngokpala. They started buying a lot of properties in that location. You see somebody can own as much about 50 plots belongs to one person. 20 plots belongs to one person because of what? These are patterns. These are patterns of development. Another thing, after you see something like that, government or private infrastructure, what next you see? You now start seeing that roads are built. After government or private infrastructure comes in that location, before you know next is you now see that roads are built. This is what happened in Futo also. They started building the road in Futo when the school came in that location. So many companies came in that location. They started building roads in that location. Before you know, the third things you start seeing is that you start seeing what schools started coming in that location. Started seeing some secondary schools started coming, university started coming, primary schools started coming, community schools they started building schools, hospitals. You start seeing hospitals. Before you know, you see estate companies coming to that location and started developing that area. And the last thing, before you know, the value shoots up. This is how development comes in a location. Now let me tell you something. Let me open your eye to something. Land banking means positioning ahead of curve. Yes, that is land banking. When you see this history like this, you see this news, you see the patterns. I started seeing it in your community, started seeing it in that location. This is it. Land banking means you start positioning yourself ahead of the curve. That is what land banking. Now I want you to take this. If you don't learn from history, you keep missing your lucky moment. With these things I've shared to you, if you don't take them serious, you keep missing your lucky moment. Development has a pattern, and those patterns are what I've shared to you. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Please do well. If you are having value, if you are getting value in my videos, I want you to follow me on my Facebook, follow me on my YouTube channel, subscribe, and on your notification button so that you'll be getting the updates every videos I'm going to post in every day. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. I want you to subscribe and follow me on everything. And also I also have a channel, a broadcast list I share to my investors, the updates, the news, the current trend about locations. So if you want to join those communities, DM me or call the number on your screen and I will respond to you, and I will add you in the community group, in the broadcast list, where I'll be sharing. I'll be sending you direct to your email. I'm not adding you to a group, but I'm sending direct to you in a broadcast list about the update, the trends, the update about investments. Thank you very much for joining me. See you in day 3, the next video.